tao na yun. Oo. Gamit ako ng gamit, hindi nakakagawa na pala.
Nag-get talaga yun.
Nag-get ako with Joy dyan na.
Northern California, right on the vein. That's the setting for the Trailblazers. A stretch big who shoots the lights out.
Si Abdi.
Looking to bury some threes tonight as they wrap themselves up for this game at Chase Center. Blazers, Warriors, coming up next on 2K Sports. Welcome and happy. Holidays from Sports. It's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Monday, they'll be matching up with Paolo Banchero and the Orlando Magic. And then on Thursday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Dallas Mavericks.
And for that Raptors game, that's one to watch for. Fourth contest of this brand new NBA season. I'm interested in how those teams match up in the early part of this year.
The starters for the Portland Trailblazers. On the block, you'll see Kamara and Klingon. Damian Lillard out there with Holiday. And it's Avdia in at the 3 for the Warriors. Butler is the 4, and Green operates as the small ball center. A pair of shooters at the guards, Curry and Hield, and Richard. So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Here's Hield, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Oh, there's hope in the smell of hardwood in the air, Tim, which means it's time to tip off a new NBA season.
Yeah, Kevin, the excitement is in the air because it counts starting tonight. We heard all the previews, new faces, new places. We're through the preseason, and now we finally get to see how it's going to play out.
So glad you joined us. This is going to be a lot of fun.
It is great to be here, Kevin.
Still.
And slam dunk by Kamara.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebounding, one of his specialties.
Yep, it counts.
And when you start out shooting 80% or better as a team, you start to feel yourself a little bit, and that feeling is good.
Hield finds Green. Golden State moving it around. And Curry has it in the corner. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Can't get the reverse layup to fall. Lillard with it. Now Green defending. Draymond Green grabs the miss.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
And Green slams it in.
And a look at the toughness of Draymond. He took the hit and he got it to go.
His first chance at the line here. And we were talking about, Tim, the front office, the Blazers very pleased with their internal development.
Well, the pieces fit. They're not just young players looking to score, but you have guys who are willing to defend and make hustle plays. That's how you build a winning culture.
Now here's Curry after the miss from Damian Lillard. To the middle, 6 on the shot clock.
And at 7'2", Klingon is a huge shot blocking threat. Guys have got to be careful when he's around. Changing ends quickly, he's rewarded with a high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get off the floor before the defense can set themselves.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Here's Lillard. Pass to Kamare. Back to Lillard. Down low. It's stolen by Green.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy two if the defense wasn't there.
And there's Lillard. That's good on the assist by Holiday. Lillard's got 7 points in the game. Curry against Lillard. On the wing, Green. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
What I appreciate most about Green is his leadership. Strong vocally on and off the floor.
And he sinks the second. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Kamare. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And the foul called on Toumani Camara. That's foul number 2 for him. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. I asked him about facing a talent like Damian Lillard, and Coach said, we know Dame is going to be a handful. He always is. He has unlimited range. He's terrific at shooting off the dribble, and if you press up on him, he'll go right by you. He is a difficult cover, to say the least. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
And they're also focusing on their break, looking for any chance they can to push the pace and get out in transition.
So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who has had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation, and he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Avdia against Hield. It's stolen by Hield. Shoots it. Richard covered by Kamara. They double-team Curry. Right side, Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Holiday, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Gawa nga, start mo nga. Coach setting. Ino na ko manual.
Here's Lillard. He has 7. 43 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Oh, he cheats it right over Draymond Green. Wow.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
I mean, what can we say about Steph's jumper that hadn't already been said?
Lillard with it, outguarded by Hield. Holiday against Curry. He gets it up, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so is Portland, holding on to an 8-point lead, heading into the break. Shooting the ball so well in this one, a great performance from the field. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now.
Pabawi din.
And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers, guys, what do you think?
Why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Had a feeling this was going to be their strategy coming in. They've got a major size advantage to be able to execute this.
Ang ilong spot.
Brandon Pajemski. Kuminga out there with Horford. Then it's Butler. And it's Moody in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Now, here's Avdia. Following the miss by Al Horford. Over Moody. Avdia can hit.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
Some solid defense from Grant. Trailblazers leading by 8. To the paint. Here's Williams. And it's slammed in by Williams.
You know, something that Williams does so well, as soon as he has inside position, he just goes for the finish.
Pajemski with it. Henderson defending. Outside, Kuminga. Lock at 6. Over Sharp.
Ulang polo.
And the Warriors miss again.
Well, that's a tough matchup for the offense there. It's a low probability on that shot.
Here's Williams. And finished off by Williams.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
And a dunk by Horford.
And no chance to shut that one down. Horford's reach made that play unstoppable.
Henderson outside. Driving the lane. And then Henderson with the dunk.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Pajemski with it. Scoreless thus far. Butler has screen on Grant. Kuminga with it. Williams picks him up. Horford has a wide open look. The rebound by Sharp.
Well, he better focus now. His efficiency is dropping, but there's enough game left to make corrections.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And the basket by Horford.
And inside the paint really is where Horford goes to work. Still athletic enough and really makes it look easy.
Yes, that goes in.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Here's Pajemski. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Last time they met was in Portland this season.
Yeah, really ratcheted up the pressure in their last matchup, getting steals and just creating havoc defensively.
Well, turning defense into offense is important, and they did it at the highest level in that.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The NBA studies other leagues. Commissioner Adam Silver said, I'm a fan of what baseball did with the pitch clock and the size of bases, increasing the engagement and the entertainment value of the game. If they're able to make changes, certainly we shouldn't be afraid to do the same. Back to you guys.
Some forward thinking. Allie, we thank you very much. Now here's Butler. He had 25 points in the win against Phoenix. Inside, Horford. Had a chance there to get it to single digits, but it's off target.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
You know, the pregame routine is something I know you embraced, and you see that with guys like Curry and Durant. We've heard a lot about what they do. What was the most important part of your pregame regimen, Tim?
Well, you know, Kevin, for me, I was really going to be judged based on catch-and-shoot percentages. Can I get off threes, and can I make threes? So for me, it was all about high-volume three-point shooting before the game, getting comfortable from every spot on the floor where I may get a shot.
And same routine every game?
Every game, same thing, and I made sure, of course, I finished on that make.
Wow. Now, here's Lillard after the miss from Stephen Curry. Pass to Klingon. The kick out to Holiday. Back to Klingon. And Holiday has it in the corner. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Curry. And here's Green outside. And it's rebounded by Drew Holiday. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why. And now let's take a moment to check out the stats for Green. A very nice season for him last year. Averaged about 9 points a game last year. 5 assists and 6 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Yeah, I agree. The pieces fall into place when he is finding people. The offense looks visibly sharp.
And here is Curry after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. Holiday finds Lillard. Offensive rebound. And Holiday is right there. And the Trailblazers lead by 20.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Lillard, and then Lillard slams it in.
Some nights, Lillard can just keep going and going.
Over in the corner, Green. Here's Curry. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Curry's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Here is Lillard. Puts up a deep 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Portland Trailblazers. And swerving off topic for a moment, since this is the halftime show, I was just wondering, what was halftime like in the locker room back when you guys were playing?
I would never be checking my stats and figure out if I'm close to a double-double or not. That's something I would never do.
Yeah, he was trying to figure out if he was close to a double-double. He didn't know if it was rebound, point 30, or a cheeseburger.
I'm talking about the cheeseburger. What are you talking about, kid?
And looking now at that first half, anything that could have gone wrong did go wrong for the Golden State Warriors.
I would never check my...
They're getting destroyed inside. I'm pretty sure even Kenny could get a layup on them right now.
Shaq, I'd get a layup on you every time. You know what I'm saying? Like, my pick and roll game was just phenomenal.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Nothing in this league more difficult to defend than a well-timed weak side cut.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. On the block, you'll see Kamara and Klingon. Holiday out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Avdia in at the 3, the small forward. And Portland has possession after the miss from Stephen Curry. Pass to Klingon. And it's Klingon with the jam.
It doesn't get any easier than this. Klingon looks to slam that one down whenever he gets a chance.
Curry can't get it to go.
And if they want to come up with a win here, he either needs to start making shots or find another way to help his team.
Here's Avdia. Pass to Klingon. And he gets it to go. Klingon's got 4 points in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Tim, how do you look at Avdia's game?
Well, I just think he's a guy as a small forward with great size and great versatility. He does a little bit of everything on the court to help you win.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Outside, Avdia. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer.
Open pa rin, sumubok pa ako doon.
Goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
And that brings them to 3 for 4, and the game plan seems to be working here early.
Here's Curry with the 3. Avdia with the rebound. Avdia's got his 6th rebound on the night.
So far, he hasn't done a lot of damage from 3. Only had that 1 in the first half.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Curry looking it over. Bring in with the block.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Avdia can't hit. The Warriors have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Curry kicks to Hield. Outside Butler. Back to Hield. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for the Warriors. Podziemski's coming in for Hield. Now, here's Lillard. He's defended by Podziemski. Lillard misses.
Well, I'm not sure if he was surprised to be that wide open, but something got him out of focus.
It's good. Curry's got 4 this quarter.
And it just doesn't matter where Curry is on the court with that kind of touch.
Ganda ng Kyrie Irving.
And then Lillard.
Kyrie Irving yung blind the back na yun.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop. He's got the
Big
rim
behind the back.
in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Ito dito yan.
Now here's
Pa ako.
Curry.
Illegal screen
11
pa
points
ako.
in the game.
Hingi lang yan.
And they call an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen.
So,
Easy
makita
call.
lang tumulong sa
Also, the
screen.
ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Here's a Portland going with right now. Grant comes in for Tamani Kamara. And Shaden Sharp subbed in for Drew Holiday. Now, here's Lillard. He's got 22. Grant kicks to Avdia. Just 5 to shoot. Green with the rebound.
Yeah, they're winning despite his offensive performance. He just hasn't been sharp from the field.
Pass to Kuminga. Off target from outside. Trailblazers have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Lillard finds Klingon. Now, here's Grant. And the first time out of the game called here for the Trailblazers. And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the 2-star or 3-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit more than anything. It doesn't matter how many stars you have if they don't mesh. And if they're not comfortable in the role that's carved out for them on that respective team.
Moses Moody, he's checked in for the Warriors. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Williams, he's checked in for Klingon. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Avdia.
Panalo.
1:37 left in the third quarter. Here's Curry, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, you never want to foul Steph Curry. Quite simply, the greatest shooter we've ever seen.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Portland.
Their fast break plays have seemed unstoppable. They just keep finding ways to overrun the defense here in transition.
Yeah, they've clearly been the more physical team. And how about all those second chance points? What a concerted effort to pound the offensive glass.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Now Curry, 13 points in the game. At the elbow, Green. 6 to shoot. 16 feet away. He gets it in there. Curry's got 15 points.
In that mid-range area, it's important for Curry to have that quick release.
Here's Sharp. Oh, and the jam by Sharp.
Out of this world. Sharp is so quick into the air, and then he just hangs forever.
Most
Most others Can't.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
Yeah, physically they are being overwhelmed in the paint right now. That can be hard to fix because it's a personnel issue.
The Warriors making a switch here.
Substitution for your Warriors.
Now at the break on the floor, you can see the teams that led the NBA in steals last year. The Warriors, fourth.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
Now here's Kuminga. Nothing on the board to the inside. Horford the pass to Moody. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. 23 seconds left here in the third quarter. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that will be the first game of 5 straight at home. There's the three. It'll count. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
That's just a great play on his part with the clock winding down.
Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Ball's got to move, all right? So just start driving and kicking and moving it on, all right? Just settle in. Make easy, simple.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Kuminga. Different look here for the Warriors. Portland's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. A pair of shooters at the guards, Curry and Hield. Butler is the 4, and Green operates as the small ball center. And Richard, that's the Warriors' 5. Now here's Curry. Plays it up off the glass. Curry's got 10 points in just the second half.
And we've seen this so many times. A hot start by Curry. And once he gets rolling like this, there's not much the defense can do.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Curry with it. Henderson defending. Curry is inside. Rebound by Williams.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on the swing to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Henderson. Williams inside. Covered by Hield. Williams can't hit. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
At the elbow, Green. Curry on the wing. Some nice passing by Golden State. Sinks the three-pointer.
A catch-and-shoot specialist. Hield has a quality jump shot and really makes quick decisions.
Here's Sharp. Doesn't go for it. Great tee that time from Green. And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit still large, but now not insurmountable.
And they seem to have found something out there. I like the confidence they're playing with.
And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Al Horford is checked in for Kuminga.
Substitution for your Warriors.
They double team. Pajemski finds Curry, sinks the triple. Curry's got 16 here in the second half.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And then Henderson with the dunk.
Explosive in every way.
Please no, then
you see the hop.
Curry outside, and the Warriors another three.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
To the paint, and stolen by Horford.
and the next one puts him in the bonus.
That's good from Stephen Curry.
Well, in terms of entertainment, Steph Curry can put up more highlights in one game than some guys have in their entire career.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Richards is checked in. And subbed for Brandon Pajemski.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Lillard against Curry.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
The Blazers leading by 16. Now, Avdia. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they are making something very difficult.
Walang talaga tawag sa amin, Rep.
Trailblazers leading by 19. Lillard outside.
Bawi na nga eh. Steal.
Pass to Kamare. Back to Lillard over Green. Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And with how well Lillard shoots it from deep, that mid-range, Jay, is normally going to be open.
Curry shot is off.
See.
And so Lillard will bring it up to the Trailblazers. Out left to the wing. Here's Kamare. And the Trailblazers, another three.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
I think everybody in here is in shock. In many ways, their team just hasn't shown up.
Now Holiday, after the missed three from Stephen Curry. Lillard surveying the D. Here's Kamara. And slam dunk by Kamara.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Portland.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Damian Lillard.
Yeah, no doubt. He was the most impactful player for their offense tonight.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, it's the biggest reason they have the lead right now. They have just been flat out the more physical team.
Lillard outside. The three ball. The Warriors pull it in. 16 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Curry shot is off. Left side, Avdia. Over Butler. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now, let's send it over to Allie LaForte.
Damian, I mean, the stat line was just outstanding for you tonight. You had it going early. How were you able to be so effective?
I mean, like you said, I came out to start the game and I was aggressive. Looking for opportunities, getting downhill, getting to the free throw line. And I think once I came out aggressive like that, they just started to react. And, I just let the defense make the plays for me. I see that weak side come in, I was making the plays. And I was just trying to keep them off balance. Once I saw the ball going in and I had a good rhythm to the game, if they help, make the right play. If they don't, be aggressive and go score. And it worked for me all night long.
Thanks so much, Dame.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports.
Ano?
Init lang po. Good for